Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Benny Snell. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Complete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Now Stick. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. Watch the safety.
A run for Snell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll set up to throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's King. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now left side on the swing pass. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to go play action now with stick. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Yes. 57 the mic.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I'm ready.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
57's Mike. You got nothing to do.
Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Matchbox, watch that.
They'll look to throw. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Shrimp that ball. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
6'6", pull it high.
50 seconds to Mike.
Get that quarterback and all come. Go.
50 seconds to Mike.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Look at me, zipper.
Motion. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Echo.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Let's go, D.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They go.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Five.
55, Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
A 47-yard attempt.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ready?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Stick back to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Gordon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Stick looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Check tape. Sam off.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Go! Ready?
On second down, Snell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll be third down.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Charlie.
Here I come. Let's go.
Yep.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch twist.
Bravo.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Let's get the ball.
Lee Griffin.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
On the double.
Mike, 51.
Leo. Shoot.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll drop the throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down,
Hey, Haywood!
50 seconds.
Here's Stick on first and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
50 seconds. Mike,
Ready?
Stick from the gun, flush to his right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
30 base. Protein spill.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Alpha.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A shotgun throw for Stick, letting one go deep, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pick...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
8-3. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike, 53. Oh, you got deep?
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
90 Wolf.
Mike. Who that? Who that?
Hey, high 7.
53's the Mike.
2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Silver.
Hey, Delta.
57. Go. 57.
Here's Stick looking to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They run it here with Gordon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They're going to run again with Snell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Raiders on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now! I got you. Hey, wahoo! Now!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got room. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And the Eagles have extended their lead in that ball game. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
You're out.
Joker.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
53, check 53. I'm coming. Slam. Check. Chance. Check 50. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, seam 6.
Let's go.
Snap.
Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Go. Five.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Check pass. 36.
6-6. Pull it high.
Tighten up.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
18 Gator.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.